together as a family in the NYPD to celebrate and memorialize the accomplishments.
Jeffrey Madry, Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Manhattan North, Assistant Chief Kathleen O'Reilly, Benevolent Association, Lou Turco, the Treasurer of the Sergeants Benevolent Association, Paul Capitoso, and representing Local 1549, Yvonne Belfour. Ladies and gentlemen,
Together as a family in the NYPD to celebrate and memorialize the accomplishments.
Jeffrey Madry, Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Manhattan North, Assistant Chief Kathleen O'Reilly, Benevolent Association, Lou Turco, the Treasurer of the Sergeants Benevolent Association, Paul Capitoso, and representing Local 1549, Yvonne Belfour. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. On behalf of the executive leadership team and our union leadership on the stage, on their behalf, I welcome you to your home, our home, One Police Plaza. I also want to extend on their behalf our best wishes on this holiday season as we move forward into Thanksgiving and then into the joys of the Christmas season beyond that. It is a special time in this city these 5 weeks, beginning with the blowing up of the balloons tomorrow evening, the parade on Thursday, moving into the excitement of the shopping season, Christmas tree lighting at Rockefeller Center, and then into all the festivities that this city is known for. An extraordinary time at any year in the city, a time of joy, of celebration, and a time when we are called upon in the NYPD to protect, to ensure that those who come here, who live here, who travel here from countries far and wide, that they come and enjoy all that this great city has to offer. But I'm also reminded as we go into this particular year that as I stood like you and watched the video that we just saw celebrating the heroes of the NYPD, including the officers whose lives were lost this past year, that we have had a very significant year in the history of the department, and the world at this particular time is engaged in extraordinary times, times that we have not seen since the events that were depicted on that video, the events of 9/11. When the fear of terrorism, the concern of terrorism is once again very much on everyone's mind, and particularly in this city, where this city suffered the most horrific terrorist act in modern times. But as we go into this time, we need to, the NYPD, and those of you who are now accepting these promotions today, as you move into more significant leadership positions in this great department, that we need to continually reach out to the public to ensure them that we, the NYPD, 52,000 strong, men and women who wear the badge of a police officer, or our traffic agents, or our school security officers, or the 17,000 civilians who support us, that we are prepared to go toward the danger if, as the events of 9/11 showed, that we will go at all costs toward the danger. The world is a very different place these last couple of months, and we, the department, over this past year have prepared so that as we come into these times, that we are prepared to protect this city, that we are prepared to protect our officers and members of the department. We are prepared to protect the public. Because the one thing we need to do is to ensure that the terrorists don't win by creating a fear that becomes so overwhelming that we do not feel comfortable, that we do not feel safe. We, in particular, in the NYPD, need to constantly send that message through our actions, through our performance, through our conversations. Because we are, as it says in that video that you just saw, we are the NYPD. There is no police department quite like us with our capabilities, our expertise, our professionalism. So as you move up in the ranks here today, those of you who are promoting, you're very deserving of those promotions, otherwise you would not be in this auditorium. As you move up, as your families who are here to celebrate that promotion, as your colleagues who are here to celebrate with you, remember the awesome responsibilities that you assume now with additional roles as supervisors in a more significant way. These responsibilities that we have each and every day to protect and to serve and to reduce the fear. To reduce the fear by the constant exhibition of the professionalism that is the hallmark of the NYPD. We have been through quite a year this past year, beginning with the demonstrations in last November and December, the street demonstrations that led to the murder of 2 of our police officers. We have seen this past year the death of several other officers through traditional crime, the crime that we are constantly called upon to reduce. And despite those losses, we need to take satisfaction that once again, in the midst of all of the turmoil in the world, in the midst of all of the uncertainty here in our country around so many societal issues, that we, the NYPD, have stood steadfast in fulfilling our responsibilities. For another year, keeping the city safe against terrorist attacks. For another year, keeping the crime numbers going down. So that when we exit 2015, we will have recorded the safest year through your hard work, the safest year in the modern history of this department, the lowest amount of recorded crime going back to the 1950s and 1960s. We will have the second best year in homicides, the third best year in shootings that we've ever had. And it didn't just happen, it happens because of you. But as we go into 2016, the expectations will be high that we continue it. The concerns, can we continue it? Can we continue to improve the quality of life, continue to reduce crime, and now, with the new specter of increased terrorism around the world, can we keep the city safe against that fear also? I know we can, and the reason I know we can is because I know you. I know the men and women of this department, the dedication, and I understand your commitment. And with that commitment, with that dedication, with that bravery, with that professionalism, there is really nothing we cannot do. We will always strive to get better, but there's no denying that at this moment, you are the best. You are the finest. Congratulations. I celebrate with you the promotion today, and I certainly hope as we go into this holiday, festive week, that you get to spend time with your families, even though many thousands of you will be called upon to work extra duty, so that the many millions can come into this city and enjoy a fear-free time of celebration and joy and family. All the best to all of you.
Are being upgraded. Comey. And Terrence Samuels. Being upgraded to the position of Traffic Enforcement Agent Level 3 are Elaine Badger, Michael Gomez, Rafael Grizelchik, Ronald John, Othniel Johnson, Saeem Maroof, Steve Mullen, Alejandro Ogunka, and Oscar Portillo. Being upgraded to the position of Traffic Enforcement Agent Level, Samara Ali, Marissa Johnson,
Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of my new position in the New York City Police Department to the best of my abilities. So help me God. Congratulations.
to the position of Custodial Level 1 is Corinne Murphy, Nihad Jadar, being promoted to the position of Computer Specialist.
And the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of my new position in the New York City Police Department to the best of my ability. So, congrats.
And now introduce Quality Assurance Manager, Police Laboratory, Jennifer Lee.
In the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of my new position in the New York City Police Department to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Congratulations.
And congratulations for all our civilian. Adam Bronco. Ryan Cooper. Tina Cortez. Gabrielle Cuevas. Gregory Davis. Jonathan Castro. Aviana Esposito. John Fabruso. Michelle Blessing. Anthony Guzetta. James McKenna. Joel Presidio. Angel Ramos. Alberto Reyes. Matthew Schiraldi. Adam Triolo. And Kamal Williams. Angel Gomez. John King. A recipient of the 1997 Medal of Valor. Dominic Longo. Mark McBride. A recipient of the 2005 Medal for Valor, Thomas McLaughlin. Alexander Navarro. A recipient of the 2007 Medal of Valor, Richard Pagatelli. Kevin Prentice.
And to faithfully discharge the duties of lieutenant in the New York City Police Department to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Congratulations, Lieutenant.
The President of the Lieutenants Benevolent Association, Lou Turco. Patrick Allen. Jason Berkowitz. Natalie Bishop. Rosalind Blackwell. D'Onofrio. Gregory Engel. Lauren Foster. James Haggerty. Jared Aspadalis. Melissa Notek. Salvatore Torri. Clifford Lee Laos. Ronald Lubin. Jose Mercado. Richard Modesto. Paul Montana. Luis Moreo. Robert Muscat. Kenya Moy. Evan Nunez. Liliana Prendergast. Andy Roberts.